good morning. I had a wild dream last night, and then I woke up and the Gospel of Luke was playing on my phone. And I was shown another verse that shows specifically that Luke is written to us. If you take the difference, I talk about this a lot. If you don't see it, it's because you haven't studied it. This revelation has been basically unlocked or given to us during this time, because the Gospel of Luke, which Luke was a Gentile, it is clearly written to us, the true believers, the ones keeping watch. And this verse was right when I woke up. This is the one that, anytime this happens when I wake up from a dream, I click into whatever's playing on my phone, because I know it's going to be something important, because it's always playing a Bible, something from the Bible all night long. And this time it was Luke, and guess what it was? The shepherds, it was right here. And there were in the same country shepherds abiding in the field. But look at this, keeping watch over their flock by night. See, in the Gospel of Luke, the shepherds are keeping watch over their flock. And the angels tell the shepherds, these are the first people to know before the wise men, that the Messiah is born. And I do believe this is on the Day of Atonement, because Jesus Christ was wrapped in atonement rags, and the 8th day would come. Here, yeah, swaddling clothes, but look up the original word here. And then if you read on, it talks about on the 8th day when it was time for him to get circumcised. Well, if Jesus Christ was born on Feast of Trumpets, which is not Yom Kippur yet. Yom Kippur starts tonight at sunset. Today's the 9th day of Awe. We clearly know because the hidden day is when we saw the first sliver, which the second day of Feast of Trumpets wasn't until the 28th. It's crazy how it's so obvious, and the whole world celebrated Yom Kippur yesterday, and it's like, first off, if you would have celebrated yesterday, it would have been the day before at sunset. But anyways, so that's what I'm saying. This is happening right at this time right now, the days of awe, Jesus Christ, and then 8 days later would be the Day of Atonement when he was circumcised. Feast of Trumpets, Feast of Trumpets. Feast of Trumpets, Feast of Trumpets. 8 days later will be Day of Atonement. And the angel said, it will be a sign to you. So the sign unto you is that the baby is in a manger wrapped in atonement rags. A manger is where they would keep the animal sacrifice for the Day of Atonement. And that's where Jesus Christ was placed in when he was born, wrapped in the atonement rags. Come on, that's why it's a sign. He is the Lamb of God. The atonement sacrifice and the first fruits. Come on. So the Gospel of Luke is written to the Gentiles, or the true believers keeping watch. In the Gospel of Luke, the cock crowing 3 times, Jesus says it will cock 3 times this day. In Mark and Matthew, it says the day and night. And then, in Luke, in my arms I command your spirit. In Matthew, why have you forsaken me?